This is a HeadGum podcast.
What if I just said this entire podcast in Parseltongue?
Oh my god.
Like,
please
what would
do
you
it
do?
right now.
If I was just...
I'll speak in Parseltongue, you speak in Simlish, and together it'll be something magical.
Wow, Parcel Sim. Well,
Simultongue.
let's not do that, honestly. Hello, this is Coffee with Rachel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris, and we already have a tough time speaking in English, so I don't
That's
think
true.
we should change it up at all.
Yep, I would agree with you. So, it's just your casual Monday here.
It's brighter because, hey, daylight savings.
Spring
that fucking happens.
forward.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm here for it.
I'm here for it, although we can't really fucking tell because for like the past 2 months straight it's been raining in Seattle, and so it's been dark as fuck.
Have you even noticed, though, like, at this point, it helps my hair. Honestly, the rain makes my hair do things that it never did before.
Yeah, you
And
know,
in a
it's
good
just
way.
like I would like to see the sun
Yes.
at some point, though. That would be really fun.
We have plans this weekend to go on a hike, so I'm really hoping. It says on the forecast it's going to be sunny.
Yes.
We'll find out.
We'll see how that holds up. I saw that, like, in Pennsylvania, there's, like, a fucking snowstorm coming or something. Yeah, it's, like, a big
I was
one.
just talking to my friend Megan from New York today, and they're having, like, 20 inches, or no, 20 feet? Probably
20 inches. 20 inches.
But she's
20
like from
feet
Buffalo.
is like the apocalypse is happening.
Girl, didn't that happen in PA, like, in 95? I just remember snow up to, like, my... You know, in the garage in my house?
Yeah, those...
Or, like, anyone's garage, you have, like, those windows that are, like, towards the ceiling. Like,
Yes.
why? It's just a staple in every garage. And I just remember it was, like, 93 or something. I don't know how...
Windows are right below those stars that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about... if I remember this, I could not have been 1 year old. So I don't know what year it was. Look it up, honestly.
No, I
Big
think it was
snowstorm.
1992.
That doesn't make any sense because I remember the snow like being up to that window, and I was just born then in 92.
I feel like it was around that time.
I'm telling you, it wasn't even like a video or a picture. You know how like sometimes when you watch like home movies of yourself when you're little, then all of a sudden you think like, wow, I remember these things. But no, you've seen the movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Not for me particularly because my memory is terrible, but I get the idea.
Honestly, it does make sense. Like, if I'm telling you that snowstorm happened at a different year, I'm gonna look this up while we fucking talk.
God damn it, you are really upset about this.
Well, duh. You're telling me that I couldn't possibly remember this.
You know, I should probably know this, but...
Yeah, you should, weather ass bitch. Like, I don't know. What's the coffee fact? What are we even drinking today? Okay, wait, actually, I just found it. It happened in 93, but also 96, bitch.
Oh.
So, fuck you.
Alright, well, I mean, I was also, like, 1 year old, so I guess I could be off the hook for this one. Because
Up to
I didn't
4
know.
feet of wind-driven snow.
Crazy.
And nor'easter.
Yeah, that's
Which I always
term.
thought was just, like, slang for northeast. Until I realized it was a weather term. Like,
Well, it is slang, like, for northeast. Like,
so
in
it's like a
nor'easter.
northeast storm?
Yeah.
Nor'easter. It just
Yeah.
sounds, like, dumb.
Yeah, you know...
That's why people don't believe meteorologists, because they have dumb phrases. I'm just kidding.
Listen,
I just
get out of
dragged your whole
here.
life's work.
Anyway, our coffee
It's
is...
from Bincho Kathleen Wynn, so thanks,
Yo,
girl.
Bench. We got New Mexico Pinon coffee, which we've definitely had before. We had like a little sampler pack that was
Yeah,
like...
and we got a mug with this logo on it, so
Yes.
we've had... I don't think we've had this one, because this one's, like, nutty.
Yeah, I mean, this is just traditional Pinon, is what it says there. But yeah,
So the
definitely...
tradition is the nut.
It's definitely got a little bit of like a hazelnutty flavor to it. but-
However, we did have hazelnut coffee, like, 3 pots ago.
Yo,
so
that
it could
shit,
just
like,
be lingering.
Wawa fucking hazelnut, like, it leaves remnants until,
In
like...
the smell, in the maker.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, man. It has a lot of impact. I feel like, is it a artificial haze?
Oh my god.
It must be.
I don't know.
Like, do they use, like, hazelnut essential oil? Am I gonna die?
That's
I have
the
a lot of questions for Wawa.
All right.
Fucking Steph went to Wawa because her boyfriend lives in PA, so she's been visiting.
Yeah.
And she got, like, Wawa mac and cheese, and I was so jealous.
You could never again.
I know. I couldn't. You're right. I couldn't.
Yeah, even if you were there.
Ethically, lactosically, I'm fucked. Also, like, I just want a hoagie, man. Oh, man.
It's upsetting.
It is upsetting. Anyway.
We're going to need some explanation from anybody that listens from Norway on this fact.
Yeah.
Because this one's interesting. It says, in Norway, coffee is traditionally made with a raw egg and boiling water.
Interesting.
So
what came first, the bean or the egg?
Oh my God, go away. We're done. Goodbye.
Closing up.
Please,
Logging
though,
off.
anybody that's out there that lives in Norway, let us know what you're using raw eggs for in your coffee.
What does it do? Does it add, like, a vibrancy? I don't know.
That's not vegan. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's not.
Vegan.
It's a Hans period.
What?
That's what they say on YouTube. I don't know. Either
What is
way,
YouTube
I just want to
anymore?
know, like, is it cut the bitterness, like the whole, like, salt trick? Salt Bay in my coffee?
Oh my God, Old Bay. Put that in there.
Have you seen the photo of Leonardo DiCaprio, like, getting the Salt Bay guy to, like, season his meat?
yeah.
And he looks stoned out of his fucking mind. And, like, they're all like, Leo's not even, like, he's a vegan. So they're like, he just needed to see the shit, like, up close. Like, his eyes are, like, slits. It's hilarious.
I love that shit. Oh my
Stone
fucking
Leonardo
God.
DiCaprio is, like, just a vibe that we can all get behind.
He's like, I finally got my Oscar. I'm still celebrating.
He's just a vape pen in a fucking ponytail.
He's just upset
Saving
the
the
Earth
climate.
is gonna die, so he's pretending it's not there. You know?
He would vape, you know?
Yeah,
he really
definitely
fucking
would. So you've been getting like, I think you're like going to prison or something because
Okay.
like you are getting some calls.
I know I've talked a little bit about what has gone down in my life since I changed my phone number. Part of me thinks it's the worst decision I've ever made. Like, it solved a lot of problems, but I had to spend an entire day doing fucking phone verification two-step stuff. And now I think the government wants me. Like, I get at least like 12 calls per week of random numbers. It's like Massachusetts, New York, and somewhere in Washington. And I get all of these calls, and a lot of them, if I actually answer, I usually never do, but like the rare times that I pick up, it's like a collect call, and I'm like, and it's for Jack. I don't know who Jack is, but he is on the run. And I've had many theories about this man. I thought, like, okay, he's obviously like a drug dealer of some sort because people want sessions, they say. They text me and they're like, when's our next session? I don't know what that means, but I'm cool enough to know that it's shady. And I'm getting all of these calls, right? So I'm like, what is happening? But then Chris was like, whoa, what if we put you on the do not call list? And so we did that. And it cut down half the calls. And then for a little while, it stopped the calls. And I was like, wow, it was literally all just like telemarketers or whatever. Which, how do they even get your cell numbers?
It's the government, you know, selling our information.
They're looking in my microwave, which we'll get to. And they found me. So it all stops. And now it's starting up again. Except for now I'm getting these elaborate voicemails from someone at like a correctional office. And they're telling me that I know the whereabouts of a person that is on the run. And that I need to call them and like tell them my info, but they're calling me like a name that is not me. So I don't know what's happening, and they're like, if you have any information, like, call us. I obviously have no information because I don't know what's happening, but I kind of want to call them and be like, I'm not Jack. Like, we've already tried to talk to Verizon about this. We're like, yo, like, is there any way that you can like alert the contacts of like this old person to like
fuck off,
get them off my case? It's so annoying though, because I have like an app that plays a fan noise when I'm sleeping, and when I get all these phone calls, it interrupts my fan noise, and then it like wakes me up. Like, the lack of sound wakes me up.
Yeah,
that's how I work. So now I have to keep my phone on, like, do not disturb, like, at all times, so it's not, like, interrupting all of the shit.
And then you turn it off in the morning, and then, like, hey, here's a million things
and then
you
I have
missed.
my phone on do not disturb, and then I'm missing every text message. Like, you'll be, like, at the grocery store, and I will be watching YouTube, but I'm not being alerted of, like, a text. And you're like, bitch, they don't have pickles. Answer me now. And I'm like, nah, I'm ignoring you. It's a mess, guys.
It is a huge mess, and so I think that's why there's now a microwave in our kitchen, because the FBI is definitely trying to watch us right now, and so they placed that in here strategically overnight when we weren't looking. There's one in the hallway of our apartment. I really don't know why that one's there. It's just there.
Like,
it's
people
weird.
just leave their furniture, like, in the hallway, like, take this. Like, I don't know why.
But yeah, so apparently our microwaves, they're watching us, they're listening, according to Kellyanne Conway anyway. That's how she says Obama was listening to Trump in the Trump Tower, was
what
via
kind of microwave do
microwaves.
they have in this White House? Like,
Yeah, I know, it's pretty fucking...
is it like that fridge that Dak Shepard is in the commercials for?
Oh my
that
God.
has like a TV in it and like a computer?
Honestly, like, can I hack my microwave? Like,
Bitch, I already did. It's called cleaning it.
so, like, I think to, like, activate the microphone in your microwave, you need to type in, like, microphone please into, like, T9 word style into the number
See, that's
pad.
the thing,
You know,
like,
that's how you do it.
I think T9 word played a bigger role in all of this.
You know
we
how,
thought it did.
like...
They were training us to hack.
Yeah.
They were like, you want to write the letter S? You have to hit this button 6 times. It was like 4. But like, it felt like forever.
You know, like when you had to dial magic to get into the Ministry
That
of
was
Magic.
always such a mind fuck for me.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what they meant by like 1-800-restaurant. I was like, what do you mean? Having to figure out like what numbers to push, whatever.
Yeah. And so...
You put me in front of a rotary phone, I'm like asking for help.
They don't have those letters as a hint.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, ever since this whole WikiLeaks thing, like, we already knew that, like, the Alexa was gonna get you, and, like, all of my TVs are fucking me in the ass. And, like,
Yeah.
I get it. It doesn't
I hope they like
make me-
America's Next Top Model or something, because, like, that's what we're watching.
I know, like, the NSA is watching us watch old seasons of America's Next Top Model.
And us play with the cats, like, hey.
It's good.
I
They're
mean,
not
that is
looking at
riveting
me.
content, like...
Because they're all out there being like, you want us to be watching these people that are doing things. And it's like, to a degree, I understand where they're coming from in that respect. But at the same time, it's just all scary. And, like, one dumbass that gets access to, like, some sort of software that allows you to look at anyone's shit.
Yeah.
Like, just in the hands of the wrong person, one time, boom. Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
But I'm also, like, I haven't gone as far as to, like, cover up all the webcams on my stuff. But, like, I've thought about it, bitch. Am I getting paranoid?
I have definitely thought about it. Like, I don't want to do that, like, on my phone, which I know would be, like, a huge... And I'm not, like, Snapchatting, like, ever, but, like, if I ever want to use the front-facing camera, I don't want to be like, hold on, let me remove this Post-it note first. And then, like...
Also, that Post-it note would get fucked.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd be changing that out all the time.
It would probably be covered in moisturizer, like my whole phone is. I have a wooden case on my phone. It's really cute. But I've realized how oily my hands constantly are because I'm constantly putting oil on my face. And there's, like, this oily residue that's, like, seeping into the wood. I feel like I'm giving it, like, an oily finish.
A nice varnish.
It is. I'm literally gonna fucking, like, patina this with my own oily fingers.
I love that.
That's why you can't touch art, I think. It's all coming back to me
yeah,
now.
that is why you can't touch art.
But my question is, when you're at the Philly Art Museum and they tell you not to take a photo that doesn't even have flash, what is that doing besides just taking my joy away?
That's just taking your joy away,
Like,
I think.
I get it. They want everyone to spend $7 billion to visit the art museum for one day unless you're an art student. But, like, I want to take this pic.
Because they
for my Instagram.
want you to come back and see it in person. You
But
know,
that's
look
not
up
going to help my Instagram.
subliminal, like, look up from your devices.
Listen.
You know, that's the trade-off right there.
All right. Well,
Everything's
the other
weird.
thing that I wanted to talk about that is equally as, I would say, imposing is the glue shortage.
I don't know what this is. Is this like the Eggo shortage?
What's the Eggo shortage?
That was like 5 years ago, and like the entire world was dying because like an Eggo warehouse, like, I don't know, flooded or something, and so they lost like
they let go the
Yeah,
Eggo at that point.
yeah.
They
So
all defrosted.
everybody was like running to the grocery store to like get Eggo waffles because they were like having a shortage of them.
I just remember when they were like, "We're gonna say goodbye to the Twinkie," and it was just a mess.
Isn't it still
I never
here?
even
Like,
had a Twinkie. I don't think.
I
Maybe I
have
had the Shrek one.
I've had one,
With
but
his
that would
green
be
goo.
Yeah, okay. Moving on. What is this glue shortage?
Speaking of goo, the glue shortage. So I'm on Twitter the other night, and if you guys are on Instagram, you might have noticed a slime trend that is popping up where people make, there's so many recipes for it. I'm assuming it started as like a mom trend, like kids making slime for like school and
Yes, mommy
fun.
hacks. Love
yeah.
it.
So apparently you can make your own slime with like Elmer's glue and then like colors, and some people put like glitter in it, and like there's so many videos of people just like smushing the slime and making the slime.
ASMR, but like
it's slime ASMR.
Yeah.
The S is slime. That like I've seen it, and it's like extremely popular, like paint mixing, all of that kind of stuff. So apparently it is like impossible now to find Elmer's glue in every store. And like if you go to the Elmer's glue Twitter, it's just them tweeting all these people being like, the slime trend has created a glue shortage. And it's so fucking funny. And like there's all these people being like, I'm a teacher, and like you know how they sell Elmer's glue for schools like in big like bleach jugs?
Yes.
Like they can't find those anymore.
Oh
and, like,
my god.
It's just like all the teachers are suffering, and like it's because the slime trend. Can you believe that? And like that's something that would not happen until social media. Like, yes, we could have been making slime and you would have heard about it through a fucking email chain or whatever, but like you wouldn't have it like the love for this like random ASMR trend like you would if you didn't have social media.
Wow, you
like,
heard it here first. The moms have ruined kindergarten.
Oh my god, but like isn't that so wild? It's like Elmer's glue is like a staple. You can find her anywhere. And now I'm thinking, should I make slime? You know? Like, at the end of the day, it sounds kind of interesting. And then there's people that also
that kinetic fucking sand that we have.
Yeah, like, that's better, I think.
Yeah.
It's not as, like, messy. But I don't know. The slime does look cool. I've definitely sat in bed and scrolled through videos of people, like, squishing it.
Yeah.
It's interesting looking.
It's a lot of fun.
It's amazing how relaxing it can be.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
paint mixing is really interesting too.
Oh,
I love that.
Fucking love paint mixing.
That'll play into this week's binge time as well. Paints.
Yeah.
That's a hint. Okay.
Wink, wink. But anyway, that's my hot tea on the glue shortage.
Okay, well, we fucking watched Ratatouille last night, so I've already seen some people asking for our thoughts on this cultural icon.
A formal review of Ratatouille.
Wow, that was really fucked up. Like,
I
honestly,
loved it. I absolutely loved it. When was the last time you've seen it? Because this was my first time.
Oh, I've only seen it like one time, and it was probably like a few years after it came out.
Okay, so I didn't realize that this movie has been out for 10 fucking years.
That's
like,
wild. Does
where
that
has
age you?
The time gone? Like,
I like remember that being advertised. Like,
how did I manage to go 10 years without seeing it?
Yeah.
And Brave. I still haven't seen Brave.
Yep, haven't seen that shit.
I just know there's bears. Right?
I mean, you haven't seen Cars, but that's acceptable.
That's life, and that's a highway, and I'm gonna ride it.
You're gonna fucking watch it, though, because...
I have fucking no interest in Cars, but I'll do it.
We're gonna fucking do it, because...
I also haven't seen Despicable Me, because the only part about it I thought I would like was the "it's so fluffy" thing.
I've liked the first Despicable Me. It was enjoyable.
Did you see Minions?
There were Minions in it. They weren't...
I mean, like, the movie.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. They weren't the cultural phenomenon or our overlords, as they are now.
It's crazy where they've gone. I also haven't seen any of the Madagascars.
I saw the first Madagascar.
Chris's face just now looked pained.
I've seen them all.
Ratatouille seemed like it would be my shit because it's got animals and it's got fucking cooking.
It's Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, but with a cute animal.
The depressing rat version. It's dark.
Yo,
there's guns. Like,
there's so many guns in that movie.
There's like one scene where like he's just running through like a crevice in an apartment complex, and he like this rat, and he oversees like a woman having like a fucking like showdown with a gun in her hand, and then like to a dude, and then like she drops the gun and they start kissing, and it's just like a lot.
That was so much like that was an abusive relationship that like they just tried to romanticize right there.
It was so like out of nowhere, and I was just like, what is happening? But and also the like old lady that's like trying to use a shotgun to kill a rat, like that is an extra way to complete that text. I couldn't even like I can't even comprehend like trying to do that. Like I can't even do that in like GTA. You know what I mean? Like, what is happening? But the food was great. The rat was great. I'm gonna name a cat Linguini one day.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Like we have like a stockpile of cat names now.
Doodle and Linguini. Those are the next ones.
Yeah, so I think we just need to actually get the cats to fill these roles that we've already created.
Bitch, we have to move to do that.
Yeah.
We're in the
do we though?
maximum.
I mean,
oh yeah, you're right.
We'll hide it.
It's fine. I would definitely get a rat.
Mm-hmm.
A Ratatouille, but like it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. You know, I love seeing food.
Yeah.
Just being prepared. I cried multiple times. But that's,
as always.
I'm the perfect person to watch a movie because I swell when the music swells. Like, I'm fucking ready to, like,
You're sobbing whenever anything happens
Like, when I watch The Holiday, and, like, you know how Jack Black's character, like, he composes music for movies, so he, like, is the one that gives you the emotion, like, in your movie. Yeah. I was like, bitch, that's what's been doing it for me. Like, I know now. Like, when I watched that movie, I was like, wow, he's really gotten me.
Oh my fucking god.
Side note, that movie is great as well, The Holiday. Ugh, a classic.
Wow. I've seen that, like, the one time you showed it to me.
I would watch it again.
Okay, we totally can.
It's like that movie that you just have to watch around Christmas time, because it's better than Love Actually. What? I'm sorry. I've actually never even seen Love Actually. I just say that because I'm the total asshole.
I've seen, like, it's like one of those movies I've seen all the jokes for, but I've never...
Always the jokes, never the bride.
Like, what's the one with Patrick Swayze where he's a fucking ghost or whatever? Like,
oh, yes.
Like, I've seen
Chris has never seen Ghost.
I've seen, like, a million jokes about the fucking pottery wheel shit.
And, like,
never
they
seen
parody that in, like, all of this stuff.
Just, like, isn't it Love Actually where they did the Hillary Clinton outside your door with the signs thing? Like, yeah, like, I see that shit all the time. Never seen the movie. Yeah. And what's the one with the boombox standing outside the fucking window?
Oh, that's the other one. That's not Love Actually. But, yes, I haven't seen that one either.
But I've seen that.
Yo, want to hear something really fucked up? I've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Whoa, I thought you just, like, didn't like it.
No, I just never saw it.
I mean, it's alright.
It didn't seem like my kind of movie. I don't know.
You know, I probably wouldn't like it.
I saw Breakfast Club. We've all done it.
It's pretty much like, how are your feelings on Breakfast Club?
It's fine.
Then that's how you're going to feel about Ferris
Molly
Bueller,
Ringwald is hot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my feelings.
Okay. You know, it's one of those 80s movies that was, you know, an icon.
But I've seen that movie where it's like the guy from Ferris Bueller and Reese Witherspoon, and they're both trying to be like high school president or something. Look,
what?
I don't know. It's weird. Don't listen to me.
That's fucking weird. I've never heard of that one.
Something else that I saw on Twitter, because I was just shady this week, I guess, is like, all right, so you know Armie Hammer?
Yes.
Not the fucking baking soda brand, but the actual person.
Yes, the Winklevoss in fucking Social Network.
And that one really bad Johnny Depp movie, he was there. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Really bad Johnny Depp movie. You have to specify.
Oh, that was shady. Anyway, so I don't think he realizes that his likes on Twitter are public.
Oh God, why?
Because like people were like screenshotting. There's like, and it's like, you know what? No shame for this guy. Like, love what you love. You know, I don't care that you're into BDSM at all. Like, it's just, does he know that we know that he is, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's got like, and I went through and I looked through his likes, and it's just like picture after, it's like him faving stuff that like he's involved with, you know what I mean? And like tweet conversations that he's involved with, and then just like fucking ropes, like just so many ropes. And like apparently in like an interview he said like he really likes ropes and knots, and it's like,
oh my God,
I don't know, he's really into it though. So it's just like I honestly, like, I don't even really think about what my Twitter likes are like. I bet they're a mess.
Yeah.
But I do read other people sometimes when I'm like, it's usually celebrities, but it's usually like self-promo, but it's so fascinating at times to like...
That's when you see somebody's true self, you
know?
You
really get to know a person through
it's
the Twitter likes.
when you would like see people's liked by on Tumblr.
As soon as they made that a thing, I like immediately disabled mine because I was like, I don't know what I've been through on this website. Speaking of Tumblr, so
oh shit,
Tumblr has a lot of like people that make Sims custom content, and I deleted my Tumblr like, I don't even know, probably like a year ago now, and I need an account, just like a throwaway account, so I can look for Sims downloads.
I don't get why Tumblr makes it like impossible to like function anything on their website unless you have an account.
Well,
like,
it used to be like you could read anybody's blog unless it was private, like just on the website or on the mobile version, and now you have to have an account to read like more than a page of people's blogs. So I think that's really fucking shady.
That's dumb.
Because like it used to be like the actual Tumblr website that you had, like where you had a theme and everything, like that was what people looked at, like your main blog. Now nobody looks at that. They just look at the mobile version, which is like ugly. But anyway, so I go to make a Tumblr account for like Sim stuff, and it makes me automatically sign up for a Yahoo account, which I am like, no, they get hacked every day. Like,
I finally just like got rid of my Yahoo account like a couple months ago.
I'm pissed because now I like signed myself up just by creating a Tumblr account. Like they could have fucking warned me. Jesus.
Yeah, now you're just not gonna fucking what is it, like verify that or whatever?
They sent me that email where it's like click the link to verify. I'm like, bitch. Absolutely not.
That
I use like a throwaway email too, so like it doesn't matter. Like an email I don't really care about.
You know, what does it all matter, though? If the microwaves are listening to us, then, like, everything's hacked.
You're damn right.
There's no point.
Are they actually investigating the claim that Obama was listening in? Like, are they actually investigating that? Are they taking it seriously?
Yeah, they have to, because he's the president. And so, like...
It's like, he can do so many spur-of-the-moment, spontaneous,
that's his fucking vomits. Plan. It's like, he's like... I'm doing something really fucked up, so I'm going to spout this nonsense to distract you all while I go do this fucked up thing.
That's absolutely what it is.
And, you know, it's terrifying. I don't like to think about it.
Me neither.
It's really fucked up. So let's talk about fucking comedy, because that's something I wanted to bring up today.
Oh, yeah? What about it, Chris?
Well, you know, we talked a couple... Oh, shit.
I actually think Chris is the funniest person I know.
I beg to differ.
Well, I beg for more comedy, please.
Anyway, so we talked like a couple episodes back about fucking PewDiePie.
And don't bring him up again.
That whole thing and how, you know, it was like all comedy, misunderstood comedy.
He's still fucking like doing.
He's doing a lot of really shitty things that are like proving the point.
He's
even
like
more.
a 13-year-old trapped in a 28-year-old's body. Oops.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so. You know, the whole argument of, like, you know, we can use offensive things in comedy because it's comedy, and we shouldn't be special snowflakes and fucking be like, oh my god, we can't joke about anything anymore.
Yeah.
But...
We've talked about how we think it's very possible to be funny as well as tactful and sensitive of other people's experiences.
This came up because I was just, like... looking around on Reddit today, and apparently one of the guys...
That's how you know.
That's how you know. That's how things are kicking off. And
get the tea ready.
Get sat down. Okay, I'm done.
Secrets revealed there.
But, so one of the guys from Kind of Funny, which is like a really big YouTube podcast, whole fucking like game media thing, whatever you want to fucking call it. One of the main dudes is leaving.
Okay.
And so it's basically like he doesn't want to do it anymore because he doesn't like games as much and wants to talk about politics and stuff, blah, 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 whatever.
Okay.
And so like I was just like creeping around on the comments of this just because whatever. And then like I saw like people talking about like him tweeting like something really bad and that could have like caused this, and so
like
then
caused him to leave this like
could have caused like an uproar or something like that. And so like I went looking for whatever it was, and it was like on the Day Without Women.
Oh god.
And so like, you know, there was hashtag Day Without Women, and so all he tweeted was that and like peace and quiet. And like,
oh, good word.
I wanted to die inside when I read that.
Same, I just dried
now,
up.
guys, was that not, like, the highest form of comedy you've ever heard in your life?
It takes a lot of nuance to think up something that bold and brash.
Wow. Forget, like, every mainstream comedian you've ever heard of before, because that was top-notch gold right there. So, naturally, everybody on Reddit is like, oh my god.
This guy has balls. He's awesome.
This guy, like, why are we vilifying him? If we can't make jokes about this, then what can we make jokes about? It's comedy. Like, all of this shit. And it's like, I want to, like, I just want to leave. At what point
are just, like, dumbass white boys that play video games become comedians? Like, when you cross the threshold into comedian? Is it when you say something offensive and you backtrack and say it's a joke? Is that when you become a comedian? Is that how you do it?
You know,
is that how Bob Saget did it? I need to know.
The line between that and also prankster, like this, like, trifecta of,
but
like, I don't know.
social experimentalist with a science degree.
I don't know. Where do they meet?
Not a rapist, not Sam Pepper. But you're actually just making a social experiment. Got it.
It's a whole lot of confusing.
Let's watch more women's content. Like, they seem to be doing a lot better.
I just, you know, I want to comedy can be evolved. Like, we make jokes here. We make jokes on this show all the time. Are we offensive? Are we like...
I would hope not, and I hope if we ever did, someone would tell us so that we would never do it again, and also retract that information.
Yes, definitely. And, like, but
I think you know that you're going to offend people when you say, like, death to all Jews, and also women. No one's making my sandwich today, damn it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How hard is it to just realize that, like, you're just reinforcing a negative stereotype, and whether or not
just be mature
you make one tweet and God forbid you forego this one piece of comedic gold, you know, you can just actually think of something that takes more than 2 brain cells to come up with. You know what I mean? Like, that was the most low-hanging fruit you could possibly go for.
And that's people that are, like, in their late 20s. Like,
yeah.
It's a mess. And probably early 30s, who knows?
It's a lot. And, you know, I just wanted to get that off my chest because
kind of funny or kind of offensive.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know this brand, honestly, so I'm just here.
You know...
Don't drag me.
The YouTube landscape... The YouTube gaming landscape, full of a lot of offensive jokes.
They need some hedge trimmings, I would say.
Oh, shit, that's a good analogy. I
like
you
said
that.
Landscape, but now I'm thinking horticulturist.
All right, well,
Don't you totally see me as, like, a low-key horticulturist at some point in my life?
I like that word.
I know.
Where does that come from?
I don't know.
Where are the horns?
I don't know. Have you seen some of these cacti these days?
Grab a bull by the horns, you know?
Yeah, that's
Red
what
Bull.
I'm trying to do. Gives you wings. Anyway, so that was the cliche segment of this podcast.
Yeah, so let's fucking go to some questions after a quick word from our sponsor.
Whoa, who's shocked?
Today's episode is brought to you by the wonderful people at HelloFresh.
Fresh food is what we should be eating, but I just ate some Pringles, so, you know, that's cool.
But when we're not doing that, we have tried some meals from HelloFresh, and I gotta say, it was pretty awesome. So if you don't know what HelloFresh is, it's a meal delivery service, so you can pick out a couple different recipes. They've got different boxes for different restrictions, like if you want the vegetarian box. And what they do is they send you a couple different recipes, and then you get just the right amount of ingredient to make each recipe. So there's not a lot of food waste whatsoever. And so all of this gets delivered to your house in a very well insulated box. Like, everything was like frigid when we got it. And so all of the recipes, they don't take that long to make, and there's step-by-step instructions. You get to keep those instruction cards for like whenever you feel like making this recipe ever again. And so if you guys are interested in trying out HelloFresh, we have a deal for you. If you go to HelloFresh.com and use the code CWC35, you'll get, wait for it, $35 off of your first week of deliveries.
That's crazy.
That I never would have guessed from that code.
Yeah.
Again, that's HelloFresh.com and use code CWC35 for $35 off your first week of deliveries. Okay, and so I think you guys are going to be shocked, but we're going to go to Patreon first.
Yes, that's patreon.com/coffeewithcrachel. So what's our first question?
This is from Amanda, who has a two-parter. One for me, one for you.
Whoa.
So the first part is for me as a reformed shy person. How did you get the courage to open up on the internet? I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a while, but haven't gotten the nerve yet. And then for you, it's any tips on how to make videos people want to watch.
Ooh, look at my view count. Just kidding. I mean, let's answer your part of the question first, you know?
So I would say that it just like came with over time. Like, it wasn't like I one day decided I was really comfortable on camera. Like, I was slowly making more and more appearances,
more and more vocal noises.
Yeah, more and more like audible words like that were not mumbles on your channel. I mean, let's just go back to the day we got your HD camera, your first HD camera, and it was like the boyfriend tag or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that was a fucking time. But then I was just like in the videos more. Then we did Crachel Cooks, and I was like something
that broke you out of your fucking shell.
Yeah, I was
because you were like, this is my comedy because I can make puns.
Yeah, that's my comedic gold right there. Puns, they're harmless, you know?
Yeah.
And so then I was doing that, and then at one point I thought like, wow, I could do a YouTube channel.
Oh my god. Sometimes I feel like I blocked it out. Like, what about you? I mean, I know it's like gone on the internet.
It's pretty much fucking gone. Like, none of those are up anymore. Like,
I was someone fucking shady like saved them all.
You know,
for my benefit.
That was, I mean, they're still like in existence. They're just privated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, maybe there's never going to be a time where Chris Considers comes back at this point. Like,
you never considered coming back?
I've considered it at one point, and at this point, I think no, it's not.
I feel like if I come back, it's going to be like with DIYs or crafts only.
Oh, yeah, definitely reborn.
But it's going to be like not for a while. I really just don't have the interest right now. But that's a totally different story. Like,
yeah.
In terms of making content that you think people are going to want to watch, you kind of have to think a little bit less about that and more about what you think your asset is and how you can be be entertaining doing that asset. Like, whatever you're interested in, because there's gonna be someone out there that likes whatever weird genre that you feel so passionate about. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing that in a way that you think is exciting, offer something new to that category, or just like you genuinely feel like your personality shines through, I feel like you'll be, you know, successful in your own way. Like, it just happens.
I like this podcast. Do I think going?
Does it have mass appeal? Absolutely not.
Starting off with this, like, did we think like, wow, us just like talking about Food Network and random things like that is what the masses want to hear about?
Absolutely not.
But we just did like what is interesting us, and we have our little thing we've got going on here.
I know, and it's been more successful than we would have ever dreamed, but it's also like it's very niche, you know?
Yeah.
Everything that I do is fucking niche. And it's not like on purpose, it's just, you know, I
feel like that's just like the answer you hear like all the time, but it's true, to like make the content that you want to be making, because, that you would watch.
It's very clear when you're making content for the sake of like mass production marketing, because let's be honest, like anytime I attempted to try and make my channel more marketable, it was a hot mess and I visibly look horrified like in the video, and it's so like, it's just, I don't know, you gotta do what actually makes you happy. And like, that's where a lot of YouTube channels like mine flop, where you stop, you're not happy anymore, and then it shows, you know what I mean? Like, that's where you can't lose that like little spark.
Yeah.
But it's okay if that spark changes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. And on my end, it's just, you know, being like,
practice.
Boncho. I mean, I still can't fucking talk on this show. Like, I'm still practicing.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's fine. We all have our faults, you know? I'm flopping every day.
Maybe I should just switch parcel tongue. Maybe then people won't know if I'm fucking up or not.
Girl, I thought about it. Okay. Is your recent love for watercolor something that calms you? I find that it helps me feel less anxious. What else helps you brighten up a shit day? Well, yeah, I do find it very relaxing. It's like one of my new favorite things to do to unwind. There's a few things. Yeah. So what are some of your favorite things, Chris, to do on a shit day when you just want to fucking check out, stop thinking about your issues, and just fully immerse yourself into something that relaxes you?
I mean, it's been for a long time and probably will be for a long time video games for me. Like, that's
you with Breath of the Wild right now.
Yeah,
especially.
like, and it can't just be like any video game. Like, it has to be ones that are like really taking me out of like the fucking like world and like putting me in some like
a large map helps.
Yeah, like Breath of the Wild, there's like a crazy story going on and like all of these things to do, and so I'm getting like sucked into that world when I'm playing it. Like when I'm playing, like I don't know what's going on around me. Like I'm just like sucked into it.
Me with Animal Crossing. But I genuinely think I am doing great for this town.
Yeah. But then there's other games like Titanfall and stuff where it's just like it's mindless. Like I'm not like being sucked into a crazy story and world that's immersive and everything. It's just like
it's passing the time.
It's passing the time. It doesn't require like too much brain power from me, and I can just like zone the fuck out.
Me
and,
decorating
like,
Sims.
Yeah, like there's two different ways, but that's how I like escape the world.
Me, like, yes, I do play some games like Animal Crossing and The Sims, and like I go in there and I just can zone out, and like getting any sort of like creative juices flowing for me, and that's what I kind of do in The Sims. Like I'm decorating essentially. Yeah. And then like the painting and doing anything with clay, but also playing guitar. Like I'm so glad I have that back in my life again, because there's just like I can spend like a few hours just like learning a new song or like playing like a medley of a bunch that I used to know, and like just checking the fuck out. Like I'm not doing it for anybody else besides me. It's just fun, very relaxing. Yep. Your mind is so busy when you're doing music. Like I'm sure any of you guys out there that can sing or play instruments know, like especially like the guitar, like everything is working on something, you know what I mean? It's very hard to be like thinking about what fucking is annoying you or upsetting you in that moment. Yeah, and reading lately, I've been kind of like at a loss, because I'm not gonna lie, like none of the books that I've been picking up are like enthralling me right now, because like I'm reading like fucking autobiographies, and it's like I love Lauren Graham, but it's like it's not a story that's like really gripping me right now, you know. So I wish I could say that was something that's been helping. You gotta find
something else that is more of like a real
I need another story. Series, honestly. Yeah. So I know, and I have like the first couple books of a series of unfortunate events, but I don't know why I've been like kind of put off to like starting that up again.
It's probably because just like, you know, we were put off to like the Netflix series.
It's fine. I'm gonna read it though, because I just know it's one of those books that's like, it's low key extremely negative, and I know it's like all in like a satirical way, and it's not like, it's just extremely like bleak the whole time. And I remember when I would read it when I was younger, it almost felt like stressful to kind of read, but I liked the tension. Sorry, my phone just like fell into the couch. But I kind of want something not like Harry Potter was light, you know,
but not just like
purposely antagonistic.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like, this is a horrible time. You're not going to enjoy.
I need something
like,
a little bit more suspenseful. That's not like always the book ends with you just being frustrated that he gets away again. You're like,
I get the whimsy of
it
like
is whimsical.
I get that, but it's not the right mindset.
Though it is like, visually, the way that they give you the imagery, it is like you do get sucked into the world. Like, he is very good at the depiction of the universe that they're in, and like, it's very fine details. But I don't know, we'll fucking see.
If
you guys have any book recommendations, leave them on the Reddit. Maybe we should have like a thread on Reddit that's just like book recommendations. I feel like that would be good.
Yeah, maybe like series too. It doesn't have to be like,
anything
doesn't
really
have to be, but
all right, next question.
So I know y'all don't have a car right now, but Rachel, do you have anxiety when in the car sometimes? Yes. And Chris, did you have any driving anxiety? And if you did, how did you learn to get over it?
I hate being in the fucking car, honestly. I was in a car accident that totaled our car, though, with my dad, and that definitely put a bitch off.
Yeah.
So I've kind of always been this way. Even before that happened, though, I think that accident, like, reinforced my fear that already existed.
Yeah.
But now, especially as I'm, like, not in the car that often, and when I am, it's, like, these slow trips, like, you know, a few blocks away when it's raining. It's, like, not, like, high pace highways, street lights. It's not that. But when I am in the car for a long period of time, like when we go to IKEA and stuff, I am gripped. Like, you know those little handles?
Yeah.
I am a fan of those like grippy handles. And it also adds a layer of fear because every time we drive, it's in a car that you've never been in before usually.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, he's gonna kill us because he's never driven this Prius before.
Because I'm using Zipcar, and so it's like a different car every time.
Not that, but you're actually like a very, very like careful person. So like, I don't mind being in the car with you specifically. I've had friends and family members that used to scare the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah, we've all had them. Like when we were being driven to come to Seattle, and my sister's ex-fiance was he was going 80 on a fucking 50-mile-an-hour road.
Like, I get the whole like, you kind of have to be an aggressive driver when you're living in a city, I guess.
And when you want to go to Philly.
No, he was doing it in like the middle of the farm ass place.
No,
and, like,
he just likes to drive really fast.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
it was just him wanting to do that.
But yeah, I do, and what I do is honestly, I look at my fucking phone, and sometimes I get myself sick because I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah.
So probably wouldn't recommend that. But what I honestly do is I sing to whatever is playing on the radio, or if I can plug in my phone and play like some music I have on my phone, because singing gets my mind off of like what's happening, and I try not to look a lot at the
window. Recently it's like, hey, let's catch up on like what the fuck songs are hot right now, because we don't hear them at all except for when we're in the car like once a week.
Yeah.
As for me, to put it in perspective, I have had an accident too, and like it was that was a pricey accident, and I did like, I don't know what the fuck ever happened, but like I think at one point I was getting sued for it. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, like I got a letter
tragic backstory.
I got a letter in the mail from a lawyer being like, yo, we're gonna fucking sue you, but I guess like the insurance like sorted it out behind the scenes, you know. I guess that's what insurance is for sometimes.
How old were you?
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
It felt so right.
And but regardless of that, like I didn't really have like that much anxiety. Of course I did when I was first learning, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I was trying to learn how to drive in a fucking stick shift, and so that wasn't really a good idea.
Wasn't sticking with you.
No. You need to stop with these fucking puns.
I know, it's like encroaching on your territory, bitch.
Yeah. But I find that now, as I'm not driving as often, when I do drive, I do have a little bit more anxiety.
You're like more tense.
My anger is at an all-time high when I am driving.
He fucking yelled one day, and I died.
Like out the window at somebody else.
Yeah, because they yelled first, but it was too tense for me. I almost left the car.
Driving brings out the worst in me. That and us making pancakes.
I
Like,
know.
those two things. If I was making pancakes in a car, I mean...
We'd all be fucked.
We would
I feel like
be
we've
broken
done
up
that
for
in
good.
Overcooked. All right, next question here is longtime watcher, Party Parrot and Word Vomit Days. Holy
Oh,
shit.
fucking Christ.
But here's the podcast question. My cat will not let me eat in peace. Or why do the cats constantly want your food when you eat? And if so, what do you do? I usually put him in his room with water, food, and a litter box. I feel so bad locking him in there, even though it's only for 10 minutes. Love you guys. Well,
I mean, Lila can sniff, like, some things from, like, all the way across the room. Like,
Lila is, I mean, honestly, since we started eating more plant-based diet, she has not given a fuck about us.
Yeah, she was a fucking carnivore.
Oh my god, when I would have tuna sandwiches, she would be, like, in my face.
And we all know what happened on Thanksgiving. She screams at the oven. Like.
Yeah, like, it was a mess. But Squeezy, we still have our salt and vinegar bonding time that we have
he's
together.
a nice vinegar.
It's fine. Like, I have this face mask that I've been using that you mix with raw apple cider vinegar, and he, like, wants to kill my face when I wear it because he's like, ooh, it smells so enticing. But usually we have to, like, because it's cute when they're in your face, but then it also forms a bad habit, so we usually just have to, like, push them onto the floor instead of, like, being in our face.
I'm not opposed to, like, giving them a little bit of, like, Squeezy's a nice fan of hummus, too.
Yeah.
I give him a little bit every once in a while, but...
I let him lick one chip.
Yeah.
I'm such an asshole.
He licks the salt and vinegar off of one chip.
Usually, like, if they're really annoying us about it, like, sometimes Squeezy he does this weird shit where, like, he forgets where his food is even though it hasn't moved. And so he'll start, like, trying to munch on, like, the fake plant or the backpack and, like, all these little things. And then we have to just, like, kind of rustle his jimmies with the food. Like, we just go over to his food bowl and, like, shake the kibble up so, like he hears the noise.
I really want to know, like, what is going on in his mind, because he has
so many issues.
It's not a lazy thing, because he will literally go to every other corner in the apartment to find something else to chew on.
But then you rustle his food and he's like, oh yeah,
I have that. Wow.
It's a lot.
He is the weirdest cat
Sometimes
I've ever
we have to
known.
lock Lila up in the bathroom when we're recording the podcast because she won't stop, like, fucking with everything.
Yeah.
And we'll have too many cuts. So
she likes to try and open doors that, she'll never get.
She'll never do it, but she sure tries. And she makes some violent-ass noises. It scares the shit out of me every time.
It sounds like somebody's trying to break into the apartment.
I know. It's not okay.
Next is top 5 veggies and top 5 fruits.
Okay. This is difficult.
I still want to know, where do we classify tomatoes as? This is
It's
irrelevant, but it's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not going to be in my top 5. I'm just like,
Then why are we wasting your time? No,
because it was relevant. Please stop.
All right, let's do the fruits first. Okay.
Holy
I don't have
shit.
an order, to be honest.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Oh.
Lemon, lime.
All
Duh.
your citrus, like, is grapefruit in your top? Like,
Yeah. Lemon, lime, grapefruit, raspberry, apple. Is that 5?
That's
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
I would put apples in there, like, still, even though, like,
They're versatile.
I can't, like, eat any of them raw anymore.
It's a Granny Smith. Notice how every single thing I mentioned was tart?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
And that's you. Bananas, strawberries, the apple,
The apple.
cantaloupe,
Ooh.
watermelon,
Oh my god, not a fucking citrus at all?
maybe orange. Let's flip out the...
The orange?
Yeah, the orange for the watermelon. Flip-flop.
What are you gonna do if you have asparagus?
What are you talking... Oh, I get it.
How are you gonna season a fillet of salmon?
An orange citrus? Like, that's a thing that exists? Get out of here. I know it exists. A
Yeah.
little orange zest?
Okay, what are you gonna put on your broccoli?
Okay. Who cares? How are you going to make a banana bread then? Huh? You don't have bananas.
Fuck off, freely. Listen. Okay, vegetables. Brussels sprouts.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they have really climbed up to the top of my
Fucking
ladder.
potatoes.
Oh, potatoes are number 1.
Yeah,
I am
Brussels-
Matt Damon in space.
Yup.
I want those potatoes.
Arugula. Brussels, potatoes, arugula, asparagus, even though I don't have her often, but when I do, man, am I happy. And onion. Fucking onion. You can't have a dish without an onion. And if you're an onionless hoe, like fucking Scott Conant, get off my show. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, but, like, please.
I'm going to have to go with potatoes, Brussels, onions.
You're a carrot.
Ooh.
Or a celery.
I wouldn't put celery in my top 5. I would put broccoli up there, though.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy the broccoli. And I guess I would put in carrot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Carrot goes up there. I eat a lot of
What
carrot.
about, you're fucking up, what about corn?
Oh, shit!
And
guys, I'm a fake news.
Where do you classify the old pumpkin? Because we know she helps you out a lot. Your whole brand.
Listen.
Wow.
All right.
Notice how he's a fake person online.
How much of pumpkin spice is actually really pumpkin? You know, that's a great question because it's just all spices and like caramel.
Yeah, and orange flavoring color.
So I can say the pumpkin, while I enjoy her, is not in the top 5. Am I eating her every day? Corn, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, corn just missed it.
I am so sorry.
That was a very divisive question.
Yeah, I'll say it. That made me think of, though, I held another riveting quiz on my Twitter that I think we should share the results of.
Oh, yeah, it was the spices. Chris just loves to, like, just ask people what foods they like, and then everybody yells, and it's so fun.
Yeah, I cause a lot of drama. The first one was, like...
I cause a lot of drama.
The first one was, like, your favorite legumes... I think, and it was like
beans
and legumes. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, and I don't know who won.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was
I don't know which one won, but I had a whole bunch of different quizzes with different spices. I didn't get all of them because that would be too many.
Yeah.
But it ended up being between, the final one was basil, garlic powder, cinnamon, and rosemary were the final 4 choices.
Say them again. Basil, garlic powder, cinnamon, rosemary.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and so the winning one was garlic powder.
That's interesting.
And then runner-up, basil and cinnamon were tied for second place.
I would choose basil if it was fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I would have chosen cilantro. Like, let's be real.
Oh my god, I didn't even have cilantro in here as an option.
You're a fake bitch.
Listen, I didn't want to make like 7 million quizzes.
Did you have cumin?
Yes.
Okay, I would have picked that. Or red chili flake.
And I had that too.
Okay. What are you doing? Rosemary and garlic powder? That's the white people seasoning. Like, that's a fucking rosemary chicken, bitch.
I got a lot of tweets being like, these are the most basic
yeah.
choices.
At least, like, red chili flake. I add red chili flake to, like, literally everything
That's not to deny garlic powder is a fantastic spice that, you know, can enhance a lot of vegetables.
There is a time and a place for garlic powder.
Yes.
Fresh garlic is for most things. Garlic powder is like you're making some seasoned potatoes.
Yes.
You wanted to add a little garlic powder to
a sauce,
a mirepoix.
I don't
before you make
know.
stuffing.
You just like throw around that word.
I love mirepoix because it's me having to name 3 vegetables without saying their fucking names. It saves me time, you money, and it makes me look intelligent. And I will continue. I bet you $5 if I met Alton Brown and I said mirepoix, he probably wouldn't care, actually.
He'd be like, wow, you know that?
Wow, that's crazy that you're adequate. All right, so the next question here is, how do your parents justify not having a relationship with such a badass daughter? Bitch, I know,
Let's
right?
call them up and find out.
Really? Oh my god, an episode of the podcast where I just get their voicemail for like 3 hours. Really, how does your sexual identity affect them at all? Well, it really strikes a chord with their homophobic values, and unfortunately, you know, it does affect their willingness to be humans.
And, you know, it has absolutely nothing to do with religious holdings, you know.
And that one I still don't justify, but, you know at like, least you have something to hold on to.
The religious thing is, like, it's equally fucked up, but it's, like, it's at least, like, something to, like...
It gives me a little closure.
Yeah, it gives me
this
closure.
One, I'm like, I have no idea why you are like this.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of something, considering that, you know, they were completely fake to my dad's, you know, every time that they were around.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like they're the kind of people that they like the Ellen DeGenereses of the world, and they like your dad because he is giving them that HGTV vibe that they fucks with, but they're not going to be cool with, like, one of their own.
Yeah.
You know?
For lack of better terms, my dad is straight passing.
Oh, yeah, that's what because they would say shit like that, too. They were like, he doesn't even seem gay. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
what he seems. It's because, you know, having a sexual identity that's different than heterosexual doesn't actually... Did I say heterosexual? Like a couch? That's the couch I'm not buying. But it's like, that doesn't have to be like, whoa, your whole personality. Isn't that crazy?
That's
Isn't
wild.
that crazy?
It doesn't have to completely define every single aspect of your life.
Like, that's why they're like, we like Portia because she's pretty. It's like, also, that means nothing. Like, be better.
Yeah, so that's the update there.
There was a really good tweet the other day, and it was like, why be homophobic when you can just shut the fuck up? Like, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel.
That's can apply to many aspects.
Many things. Okay.
All right. Have we played any more of The Last of Us since it broke our PS4?
I haven't. I know you played a little tiny bit of it.
I played a tiny bit more just to see if like it would let me go past the point where it died.
I was afraid and so tense.
Like, you guys should see the setup I have to pull to like use...
Make the PS4 have airflow.
Like, at any point, like, I pull it out from the TV stand, set it on its own elevated platform where there is air circulating all around it so it doesn't overheat.
I gently fan it with a banana leaf.
And, like, even still, she gets hot. Like, half hour into fucking Lego Harry Potter, and she's warm. Like,
yeah, I know. That's
upsetting.
why it's good that Breath of the Wild is on the Wii U, because you've been playing so many hours of that. Like,
yeah.
I don't think the PS4 would have been able to handle that.
I must have really just gotten a defective one. Like, it's upsetting.
Yeah, that just seems to be our luck in a lot of things.
But haven't played any of The Last of Us. Don't foresee that in the future because of Breath of the Wild and just also other games.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe sometime.
You know, we're almost 2 weeks into March, and we still don't have Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Your
birthday's tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, yeah, hey.
Happy birthday from the podcast.
Oh, my God.
I'm here to wish it for the podcast.
25.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, honestly.
It's like, okay.
It's like, all right.
Yeah.
I feel like 26 will be weird.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we're getting far enough away from the teenage years now.
I really feel like I don't... Like, every time I look at, like, awards show... fucking, what am I talking about? The red carpet footage and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, on BuzzFeed, they'll, like, round off everybody's looks. Like, I don't recognize a lot of people, and not in, like, a, oh my god, who is this peasant? Like, you know, like, this person clearly has a very young audience, and that hasn't gotten to me yet.
Yeah.
And because I don't have cable, and I don't have, like, Nickelodeon, like, the Disney
Channel. You
Channel,
don't realize how many people
know.
come from Nickelodeon and Disney.
That, like, become such a figure in your day-to-day.
It's wild. Like, all of the different...
Look at, like, fucking Demi Lovato. You don't associate that bitch with fucking Sunny with a Chance anymore.
Yeah.
And, like, you'd probably ask someone, like, 10 years older than us, and they probably wouldn't even know who she was before, like, she became more mainstream into music.
Like, I'll watch some, like, stuff at work that's from, like, Disney Channel. It's, like, current, and it's, like, I don't know.
You've never seen it before?
Yeah. It's wild.
I feel very intimidated when I see teens now because they all dress better than me. I don't know what the hell to do with myself.
Teens these days.
You guys are so lucky with your fucking YouTube channels. God damn it. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I just thought lip gloss everywhere and bronzer up my ass and Lisa Frank. And, I mean, I was just talking on Twitter the other day about, like, gauchos. Like, we had no idea what was happening.
Yeah. I hope you guys can hear that there's dogs that are dying outside right now. It's pretty great.
I thought the world was ending, and I was like, let's just leave.
Well, shit.
That about wraps things up for this episode of Clap Almost Crossing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take care of this shit, and then it's my birthday.
Yeah, so from me to you, happy birthday. I mean, okay. We're celebrating tomorrow and the weekend, so, like, honestly.
It's just, I still, every year, I get so happy it's on Pi Day.
Yeah.
It fits. I
saw, like, an article today. It was, like, how to celebrate Pi Day in Seattle and all the places that are having, like, Pi events. I feel like none of them
like that never used to be like that big of a deal.
The internet has made it really strong.
Yeah, I'm here for it because honestly, it overshadowed my birthday.
It's the
That's
perfect
what I'm here for.
fucking thing for your birthday, a mathematical equation. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It's me.
All right, well, binges, stay tuned. We're about to round you off, but the rest of you guys, thanks for having a cup of coffee with us.
See you later.
Bye. All right, guys, so we went and we figured out what paint chip you guys are because we really like doing that one time.
So we're redecorating the Binch Mansion, and this is what you guys are painting your individual rooms.
I urge you all to look up the color that we say and see if it, has something to do with your identity in some way, you know?
Yeah, in between, the fucking, birds or whatever the hell we did, and the bugs and shit.
Would you paint your wall this color?
Yes.
All right, so we're starting off with Nicole Dowling, who is Dowager.
Alex Capraro is Captain Nemo.
Kim Boyver is Bugle Boy.
Shannon Shires is Shiny Gold.
Alicia McKee is Key Keeper, so vague.
Kimberly Proza is Poppy Prose.
Sammy Jessam is Mountain's Majesty.
Sarah Booth is Bamboo Forest.
Kate Convery is Connoisseur. That's also really vague.
Taylor Collins is Calliope.
Emma Corbeil is Pink Coral.
Sloan Fuller is Country Dweller.
Angelica Feliz is Angel Breath.
Rebecca Edmondson is Monterey Chestnut.
Taryn Parker is Parkwater.
Alana Barbosa is Barley White.
Lutzi is Doubloon.
Taylor Mays is May Mist.
Shay A is Shell Tint.
Megan Ashley is Mole Ash.
Cody Castillo is Castaway Beach. We've all seen that movie.
Bailey Lynn is Fresh Linen.
Emily Tormey is Victorian Cottage.
Sonia Vaz Brune is Brush Blue.
Taylor Hancock is Cocktail Hour.
Sabrina Hughes is Pumpkin Hue.
Fiona is Toffee.
Stephanie Oliver is Mount Olive. Pickles?
Yo, my faves. Sylvia Ehrlichman Gross is Wing Man.
Juanita Cara is Caramel Candy.
Annie Wynn is Whirlwind.
Cassandra Lee's Sand Island.
Emma Nygren is Embrace.
Ooh, so sensual. Courtney Hall is Courtyard.
Becca Jansen is Quintessential. I love that one.
Angela Sue is Angelic Choir.
Me. Michelle North is North Sea.
Erin Bray is Island Embrace.
Jada Goshi is Hidden Jade. Where'd she go? We can't find her.
My Elizabeth is It's My Party.
Okay, tomorrow. Ishbel Mendez is Fragrant Snowbell. What?
That's something. Talia Miller is Millionaire.
Margarita is Marshy Habitat. That honestly sounds like an Ian Murphy kind of drag.
Avery Labelson is Portobello.
Daisy Blossom Dottie is Blossoms in Spring. Wow.
Chloe Archer is Ivory Parchment.
Anthony Hood is Childhood Crush. What?
Mariah Hanna is Hanover Hills.
Liz Hallbrook is Pebble Brook.
Jennifer Habgood is In Good Taste.
I hope we all are. Madison Greer is Green Sleeves.
Madison Wolfe is Mango Madness.
Megan McNally is Cactus Valley.
Skylar Medley is Heavenly Sky.
Megan Preyas is Knit Cardigan.
Corey Springfield is Herald of Spring.
Whoa. Ilka is Milkweed. Me.
Jack Sedora Who is Flax Flower.
Nicole Allen is Lady Nicole. Just classic lady.
Courtney White is Elusive White.
You when you're being shady. Bridget Carey Davis is Covered Bridge.
Jennifer Cornwell is Cheddar Corn.
That sounds up your alley. Sophia Cock is Souffle.
Ash Roselle is Parlor Rose.
Jackie Burkhart is Impatient Heart.
Beth Fonseca is Elizabeth Rose.
Jackie Bergiulio is Bridesmaid.
Christina Contreras is Concord Grape.
Catherine Simpson is Simmering Ridge.
What? Ian Murphy is Coffee Shop.
Whoa, I want to live there. Kendall Berg is October Bounty.
Allie McGregor is Gorgeous Hydrangea.
Megan Grilly is Grilled Cheese.
Chloe Ireland is Fire Dance.
Taco Roach is London Road.
Haley Cadwalder is Stucco Wall.
Camellia Malky is Camel's Hump.
Maddie Pullman is Dodge Pole.
I thought that said dog pole. I was like, excuse me? Amanda Pete is Peeps.
Caitlin Whalen is Whalebone.
Cody Robinson is Robin's Egg Blue. We all fucking know her.
Lauren Chavone is Siren.
Dana Daly is Sunday Gloves, only for Sunday.
Megan Wilson is Fall in Season.
Claire Wood is Wood Nymph.
Anna Hernandez is Frozen Banana.
Jenna Gordonier is Luna Moon.
Sarah is Sahara Wind.
That reminds me of like Noodaloons from Okay,
Oh my
But What
God.
If. Flynn and Drew are Historic Morning Dew. Wow.
Bridget Dubin is Log Cabin.
Hillary Gay is In the Hills. Classic.
Mackenzie Knight is Queen of the Night.
And Rachel Evans is Fragrant Satchel.
All right, other benches. What are they doing?
Okay, they are all mixed up into one like puke colored fucking mix. You know what I'm saying? When you mix every color of Play-Doh together and you end up with something fun.
We got Holly Stark.
We got Allison Francois.
Ashley Riefenberger.
Joanna Jensen.
Mallory.
Allie Malone.
Kathleen Wynn.
Thanks for the coffee. And Rose Barnett.
Thank you guys for supporting the show.
Tell us what color you are and what color you think you actually are. Like, look at a paint chip fucking book. Go to your local
I
Home
think
Depot.
Ian is, like, sucking up to us doing coffee shop. Like, come on.
I
of
know.
course.
Like, if I were a paint chip, I would be, like, vinegar on...
canvas.
Yeah, vinegar on canvas. And you would be, like, corn, whatever that creamed corn was.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you in Thursday.
Yes, in Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.